been about 18 or 20 months since construction began here at the American Sign Museum's new home, and we've made a lot of progress. We'd like to take you on a tour today to just see where that progress has been made. There were wood rafters across here, and they weren't the code. This roof was falling in, so what we decided to do is actually raise the walls. Okay, and then we're going to have a 11-foot clearance. This I-beam will be gone. The rafters are going to stretch all the way across one span and not have any post in the middle, which is going to
That'll be great.
Be a lot better. I mean, this is where everything starts to bring the signs in, and if we can't get the signs in, we've got a major problem. One of the important parts of Phase 2 construction was completion of the restoration shop. It's not only is a place that we restore signs that will end up on the museum floor, but we can actually bring the press here and show them the signs that we're restoring, show them a floor plan, show them some of the renderings of what the museum is actually going to look like.
It's really important in creating this experience to have a multiplicity of scales, from the smallest things he has, sort of sign painter tools, to the enormous McDonald's signs and the large genie. So I think one of the biggest changes is we're going to be able to get the big signs in.
Signs on Main Street is going to have 2.5 blocks of a town square. The purpose of the town square is to feature some of those important American icons, such as the Speedy McDonald's sign. This is the bottom half of the section. We've got a couple more over here, but what we're going to do is pour the floor, pour the footers for the big signs, and install the big signs right away, even before we actually start construction of the storefronts. Because once we start building the storefronts, it's going to get crowded in here, so we've got to put the big signs in place first. There's a number of advantages of having a neon shop captive in the museum. One is the obvious things is that the neon shop is doing our repair work, and actually one of the owners of the neon shop is actually restoring a lot of the signs for us besides doing the neon repair. But probably the best part about it is that I'm always getting questions about how you make neon. I try to explain to people in words, but it just kind of defies description by words. People come to the museum now, they'll actually be able to look through the windows and watch them bend glass. I don't know exactly how that's going to be done yet. I'm probably going to offer a little explanation of what they're doing as they're bending the glass. It would be really neat if we had like a microphone in there where the guy bending the glass is talking. You can hear it out here. The only trouble is that when you're bending a neon tubing, you've got a rubber hose in your mouth attached to the tube. So it's going to be hard. You'll almost need a second person talking. So I mean, I just happen to know that, and so I think that I may be offering a simple explanation. And if they want to hang there and watch a little bit longer. But that's one of the intentions, as you're implying, is to offer people who come to the museum a look at actually how neon is bent. This is the main area of the museum. You can see the 28-foot ceilings. This section running down the middle, this is where we're constructing the signs on Main Street, actually building three-dimensional storefronts. The neon shop is actually going to be one of the storefronts on Main Street. It's just drywalled right now, but we'll put a facade on it as if it was a vintage storefront. You can see these banners here are posterizations of actual classic storefronts. It's supposed to look like an old downtown area, where there's a mix of architecture, might be 1910 building next to a 1950 building, et cetera, et cetera. We've done the banners in grayscale. what we're doing right now is we're printing the signs in 4-color on foam core, and we're going to mount these on the banners. Now the whole idea of the banners is when we bring the press here, when we bring donors here, what we want to do is give them an idea, a visualization of what signs on Main Street are going to look like. These are just posterizations, banners, but these will become 3-dimensional storefronts that are 5 feet deep, much like what we've done up at Essex Studios, but in a greatly expanded capacity.
And part of what works well in the museum, and you can see it when you look at the current one, is all of the overlapping, the sort of visual chaos that emerges for it. And in the end, it all comes together. But we're going to have even more of that by being able to increase the range of the scale.
The area here, this is going to be the reception area of the museum. It's just off Signs on Main Street area. One of the things that we did is we took down a mail pouch barn in Lanesville, Indiana, went inside the barn, numbered the boards from the inside in order so that when we took the barn down board by board, that we could put them back up in the right order. This is kind of a neat graphic to have in the reception area. Let's say if we're doing a seminar or a wedding reception or whatever, we don't want a really strong graphic up there, like if you had a flashing neon sign or something, that'd be a little bit too much. We wanted to put a mail pouch barn up here. What sign museum would be worth its salt without a mail pouch barn? So it was a great place to put it up there. It's a nice graphic. It's not too strong. It's got just the right patina to it, so it fit just perfectly here in the reception area. A lot has been accomplished here. It's not always apparent to everybody. The roof, the steel, running steel in the shore up the timbers, a lot of demolition work. This area here is actually the lobby, the entrance. This whole storefront section, or not storefront, but this whole facade here, all new aluminum, really nice entrance with our featured genie that you walk under as you come in. With all the construction that we've accomplished so far, including the outside of the building, the rebuilding of the walls, et cetera, one of the coolest things that I think is the reinstallation of our genie up on 12-foot poles. People are going to come to the museum. They're going to walk in. They're going to walk between his legs and then right through our new entrance. It's just going to be a really fun place. We've even talked about having a recording with the genie, like when you walk by, a little sensor would go, "Welcome to the Sign Museum." As you can see, we've made a lot of progress. We got a long way to go still. It's an ongoing project. We can use your help.